This is 5.2a, part 2. Whoops. All right, so now we're going to introduce parallel and perpendicular lines to what we've been learning about equations. From the last chapter, we learned that parallel lines have the same slope, but different y-intercepts. And we learned that perpendicular lines have slopes that are negative reciprocals, meaning it's flipped and the sign is changed. We can use this information to determine if the equations of the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. When we talk about two or more equations, they're called systems of equations, just some terminology to know. Okay? So in the following systems of equations, determine if the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So to be able to do that, we need to be able to compare the slopes. So that means that we need to change them to slope-intercept form to be able to compare the slopes. So it's almost like we have two separate problems here. Okay? We're going to change both into slope-intercept form, and then we're going to take a look at our slopes and we'll compare, are they parallel, meaning that they're identical? Are they perpendicular, meaning that they're flipped with the sign changed, or are they neither? So let's first change this one here. So we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. Oh, just as a reminder, we're going to y is equal to mx plus b. That's what we're aiming for. Always good to have that written. So then we have 6y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. Now here we have our y isolated, so that means that we need to get rid of it from here. So we're going to divide everything by 6. So we get y is equal to negative 2 over 6x plus 5 over 6. And then I can simplify this, so I can divide by 2, divide by 2. So I end up with y is equal to negative 1 over 3x plus 5 over 6. So my slope for this first one is negative 1 over 3. Okay, so this is my first slope. Let's convert the next one. So again, I want to move my 3x to the other side. So I get negative y is equal to negative 3x plus 2. Then I want to remove whatever's in front of y. So here it's just negative 1. So I get y is equal to, I have negative, negative, they cancel out. So I just get 3x minus 2. So my slope here, my second slope for this equation is 3. Okay. Now I can compare. I have negative 1 over 3. So negative, this slope is positive. If I was going to flip this, it would be 3 over 1. This is a whole number, so any whole number is always over 1. So these are negative reciprocals. So if I was going to compare them, they would be perpendicular. So final answer here is perpendicular. Okay. Let's try another one. Here again, I'm starting off with two slopes. I have to convert them to slope-intercept form. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 3x over to the other side. So in this case, it's negative, so I'll add it to both sides. So I get 2y is equal to 3x minus 2. I don't want anything to be in front of the y, so I'm going to divide everything by 2. Y is equal to 3 over 2x minus 1. So my slope here is 3 over 2. Okay. Next one, I'm going to start off moving my 2x over. So now I have negative 3y is equal to minus 2x minus 6. I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. So I get y is equal to, here I have a double negative, so those cancel, 2 over 3x plus 2. So in this case, my slope is 2 over 3. So now I'm going to compare these two slopes. So here I have 3 over 2, and here I have 2 over 3. So they're flipped, but this is positive and this is positive, so there's no sign change. So that means that these are neither. Okay, they're not perpendicular and they're not parallel. All right, so now we have one last one. If you want, you can pause your video right here and try it out for yourself. See if you can figure out if it's perpendicular, parallel, or neither. So pause and give it a try. All right, so hopefully you found the answer. I'm going to do the question now. So I'll move the x over to the other side. So we get minus 2y is equal to negative x minus 6. We'll divide everything by negative 2. We get y is equal to, now this x has nothing written in front, which means it's a 1 in front. So, and then we have double negatives that are going to cancel out. Minus 6 divided by negative 2 is going to give 3. So our first slope is 1 over 2. Now we're going to convert our next one. So we're going to add x to both sides to move this one over. We get 2y is equal to x minus 2. I'm going to divide everything by 2. So I get y is equal to 1 over 2 x minus 1. So here, my m2 is equal to 1/2. So I have a half and I have a half. So these slopes are identical. So this one is parallel. Okay. So now you can go to page 203 and you can do number 6. And then you can go to page 208 and do number 1. Be careful if they're, to make sure you calculate the slopes and then tell if they're parallel, neither, or sorry, perpendicular, neither, or parallel.